Good day to you and welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. This is a general reading for Scorpio. Scorpio, I must apologize up front. I've had a bit of the flu, so my voice is not sounding very good. It's a little bit croaky, but I do hope that you can hear me and you can follow through with this reading. So this is a general reading for you, Scorpio, and the first card that did drop out was the Death card, which is your card. And this is a general reading for you. So if this reading does not resonate with you, Scorpio, then please look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising. What we have come out here is also Leo and Capricorn. So you could have these people in your space. You could be dealing with these energies around you. There is some very interesting stuff happening in your personal space here. We see that Scorpio, Sagittarius energy as well. Okay, a lot of major players in your life, a lot of people in your space, a lot of decisions, a lot of things that are happening. We see some of you are needing to seek some guidance with some of your situations because you seem to be facing a lot of change. A lot of change requires you to have a lot of courage. Some of you have to really overcome these changes, and most of you are making these changes almost as though you're going into like a blind territory. You haven't been in the space in your life before, but it's really bringing it back to basics for you, going back to your core values and realizing what is important for you as you move forward. A lot of you could have been involved in very toxic relationships, or could have had some toxic habits that you were involved in, or maybe your partner was involved in something toxic. Or we could see that you could have been involved in a relationship that started off with a lot of love and passion, but became quite obsessive, quite controlling. We see that there could have been also a situation where there wasn't clarity of thought, there was a little bit of insolence, taking things for granted. There was delays with messages, there was entitlement issues coming through, a little bit of petulance and childish behavior coming through, some of you having to deal with that. Could either have been yourself, or you could have had to deal with somebody who was behaving like a child in your situation. We see that there has been some of you starting on this new journey in life. There could have been a lot of changes for you. Some of you, it wasn't something that you'd expected. It was almost like an unexpected change. Like this is major changes that is coming through for yourself, Scorpio. A lot of you having to leave things behind. There were lessons learned. Some of you may have felt quite betrayed by these lessons in the past, but it was also a way of overcoming a lot of situations, gathering your own strength and moving forward with more wisdom and understanding the need to create balance in your life, for yourself, for your situations, and with your person. Wow, Scorpio. A lot has happened, a lot of change. I can actually feel as though there's this energy of strength that's coming through from you, an energy of, I got this. I know what I need to do. My past doesn't define me, It has helped me. It has created an awareness within me. So, life situations create wisdom. You don't get wisdom without experiencing things. Oops, what fell out here? Gosh, Queen of Wands energy fell out here. Some of you could have this fire energy in your chart, and that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you could be dealing with somebody like this with this kind of energy in their chart. Some of you having to change yourself with regards to this personality, if it is a person, or it could very well be some of you wanting to move forward and really reinvent yourself when it comes to situations, having a different way of viewing life, looking at things differently. We see that there has been a bit of loss. Some of you have been thinking that, a Seven of Swords has come up twice in this reading. Definitely some form of betrayal that you've had to work through. So we see some of you feeling quite at odds with yourself, almost as though there's a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of unhappiness. There's been this loss. You may have expected things to have worked out better in a relationship. It could have been, some of you could have had your eye on somebody that you were very, very passionately attracted to, but this relationship didn't work out. We see that there's this new beginning and this new a new situation unfolding, but it's also very much a case of you having the strength and understanding that timing is of importance. We could see that some of you have walked away, have moved forward and away from a situation that hasn't suited you, that you found was very unhelpful. But you've also got the High Priestess twice, which says to me that there was definitely a lack of information on your side. And you had to use your inner wisdom, trust yourself, trust your instincts when it came to making some decisions. When it came to decisions where there was somebody who undermined you, there was some form of theft or lies or gossip going on, you had to move away from the situation. You had to move away from toxic situations that wasn't there for your own good, Scorpio. There seems to have been some drama that you've had to deal with, some situations that you had to deal with. You find yourself having to defend your ground when it came to these new experiences or these new ideas or this new way of living that you wanted to experience. Maybe some of you wanted to make some changes in your living conditions, and this, you had to stand your ground. You had to stand your ground because you knew what was best for you. You could see, it's almost as though there was this door open that you could see there was another way for you, and you wanted to take this other way. It's as though you did not want to be bullied, to be forced into a situation. I see in this reading a lot of you realizing that you can break free. There's a lot of you that are also realizing that, you know, there's a lot of admiration for your work. You have the skills, you have the fortitude, you have the strength to move forward with the skills that you have. You can actually make a new path for yourself. You have the knowledge, you do have the wisdom, and you are not trapped in your situation. You see here, as you're bringing the balance into your life, you are realizing that you are not trapped in your situations. You know, whatever's happened in the past has only taught you, you know, wonderful, valuable lessons that you wouldn't have otherwise learned. And it's made it easier for you to move forward and to navigate a path for yourself. So Scorpio, this is really quite interesting. This is you drawing upon yourself and using what you have and moving forward. I'm shuffling some more cards here to get more clarity. Look at what came up, the Emperor. Emperor energy, you really ruling your life with this Emperor energy. Could be an Aries person in your space as well, but definitely you taking control of your situation, Scorpio. You having a vision for yourself and you moving forward to what is in your best interest. Okay, let's see here. What more cards can we get for you, Scorpio? Let's see, Scorpio. Choices. You've got a lot more choices than you actually had. You've given yourself now this opportunity to have choices. Six of Swords again. And you're getting to move away from things that don't suit you. You're moving away to something that is better suited for you. You see the Queen of Swords energy coming up here. You're having a vision for your future. You're knowing where it is that you want to go. You seem to have clarity of thought and mind. Even though there was a situation where it kept you a little blinded, you are moving on instinct now. You're moving on sheer instinct. You're not going to get caught up in drama. Five of Wands in reverse. There was this deceitful situation. Things didn't work out the way you'd expected. You were quite unhappy about things. You can see that there was a lack of cooperation, a lack of understanding. You got the High Priestess again, knowing that you have the wisdom and the understanding to move forward to what is destined to be for you. We've got the Lovers, Gemini energy. Some of you could be moving towards something new for yourself, and you've got the Hierophant, Taurus energy here. So quite interesting here, Scorpio. We see you really taking control of a lot of your situations, looking at your choices, you know, trusting yourself, trusting your instincts. You see that even though you've had to deal with a little bit of dysfunction or lack of cooperation, a lack of something that could have been, it could have been avoided in all instances. But you had to go through the storm, unfortunately. You had to go through this, even though you may feel this could have been avoided. If the other party was a bit more honest with you, you needed to go through this to understand, you know, to experience this. Your attachment was too intense. But you have gained this wisdom. You do have this knowledge. You are feeling the sense of connectedness with the divine, realizing, you know what, I need to move on and I need to honor myself. I need to honor my inner goddess. I need to honor, you know, the power that is in me as I move on. We see this Lovers card. It's about choices. It's about moving forward. Some of you could be caught up in a cross-cultural relationship. So there's a lot of choices here that needs to be made. Some of you could be in a marriage situation and you need to decide which way is forward in the situation. But first you need to make sure that you are in a happy space, that you know what it is that you bring to the table and what is and what is the benefit for you as a couple. So there seems to be some choices that some of you need to be making. Could be a relationship where it could be coming to an end for some people, but also a relationship that maybe needs to be redefined with new boundaries, with new rules, and also looking at the foundation. What was critical here with the foundation? What needs to be changed? What needs to be held on to as we move forward? Some of you could be dealing with a long-distance love situation, or what the love situation that is going to end up becoming a long-distance situation. So you need to make sure, and you need to rise into this Queen of Swords energy to make a very good choice for yourself as you move forward, knowing that you have this wisdom with this High Priestess energy. You have this wisdom to make this choice. Some of you could be, going on a more defined spiritual path, wanting to find your peace, wanting to make decisions for yourself with a deeper spiritual connection. So let's get some more cards from the Energy Oracle to see what more does it have to say for you here. What more does it have to say for you, Scorpio? This is very interesting for you, Scorpio. Yes, Scorpio, what more is happening here? You are in a fabulous phase in your life, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Let me just grab a sip of water here. So, Scorpio, some of you are not wanting to be part of a community right now, needing some time out, needing some time to yourself. You need some time to balance yourself, balance your energies. And decide what is important for you right now. Some of you could be concentrating on aligning yourself on a more spiritual level, feeling this divine connection, wanting to be one with the universe, wanting to find a deeper path, a higher path for yourself, a higher purpose for yourself. There's this desire for appreciation, appreciating what you have, finding gratitude and happiness for where you are at in your life. I see some of you are focusing a lot more on your career. Some of you could be having this feminine energy in your space that is encouraging you to focus on your careers and to maybe amass more for yourself personally and to grow yourself professionally. So you're having this support, you're having this feminine energy support to seek a higher path, coupled with this card. For those of you that are aware, tomorrow, Friday, is Lakshmi Vratam Day. So, and Mother Lakshmi is known to be the stewardess of prosperity. So you can see this coming through. So maybe some of you are looking towards honoring her in terms of your priorityship and your stewardship and moving forward with that. We see this blossoming abundance as you're moving forward. We see some of you are really realizing that there's a lot of growth, a lot of potential for yourself, a lot of new things opening up for you. So this is quite amazing, Scorpio. We see that there is this energy of even the universe, the divinities in line with you right now, Scorpio, so that you can grow and you can prosper. Everything is like almost in perfect alignment. It's for you to accept it, to take it, and to say, yes, this is where I want to be. So communing with yourself, having this path yourself, this balance within yourself, even withdrawing from community projects, withdrawing from the crowd is what you need to do right now. And however you connect with the feminine divine, connect with her, especially more so tomorrow. Connect with her and knowing that she will bring in this abundance that you so desire, knowing that she will reward you for your humility, your kindness, and your love. So let us see here what the Sacred Traveler have to say for you. This is a narrow pathway for you that you're on. You need to tread quite carefully on this pathway. You can't have too many people with you on this journey. This is actually a journey that you are taking by yourself because there are changes that you need to make for yourself and within yourself. You need to find joy and delight in your life, in your person, in your heart, and you need to find this pleasure for yourself. Some of you, it's literally breaking the trail because you've never been alone. You've never truly been alone. You've never been on your own. And we find you needing to be in your own personal space, needing to find your truth, needing to find where you are supposed to be, needing to find that feminine divine, that goddess energy that you have so denied yourself on so many levels, in so many ways, in so many places. So, Scorpio, here we are. Yes, this is coming through for you, that you need to connect yourself on a really deep spiritual level. I just felt called to do this reading for you guys tonight. And yeah, it's kind of late tonight, and I do hope whoever needed to hear it by tomorrow is gonna get it. So here we go, Scorpio. Here we go. Getting you a Starseed Oracle card to see what is the message here for you. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm so excited that I've learned to listen to the callings, and the callings say, do something. I just learned to do it. You too should listen to the callings, and you are in something new in your life, and it might be tough. It might be tough. The going might be tough, but you have what it takes to succeed. Right. Yeah. And you got the great severing. It's Mars energy. It's about anger, dealing with conflict. And you know, sometimes what happens in our lives is that when we make these changes, there's a lot of anger. Some of you could have a lot of anger within yourself, you know, dealing with situations that have made you very angry, dealing with dramas that have made you very angry. And, you know, you could be coming from a place of chaos. And, you know, what I do believe is that when we come out of chaos, chaos can create something new, can deal with things. Some of you could have a lot of internal anger. You know, as you're making these changes towards this new future for yourself, some of you could be dealing with a little bit of anger issues. Some of you could be saying, I'm really had enough. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to deal with situations. You know, I want to go on my own. But it's not about doing things out of anger, guys. It's really about being very calm about these changes that you need to make. You really do need to look at the big picture of where it is that you want to be in your personal space and the growth that is needed from you. That is what you need to do. You need to look at the growth that is needed with you, that you need to achieve. You need to soften yourself in love. You need to soften yourself in kindness. And you need to know that you have what you need to be able to be where it is that you need to be. Very often, you know what, we allow ourselves to stay stuck in situations. We allow ourselves to say, you know what, I can't make these changes. I can't do something new for myself. This is what I know, and this is the only way that I know how to do things. But you do need to know that you do need to acknowledge your emotions. You do need to not acknowledge, especially when I say you do need to acknowledge those especially difficult emotions, those emotions and situations that have caused you conflict, that have caused you great fear and caused you great pain and anxiety. You need to just soften your heart. The card is saying soften your heart to love. And love starts by loving yourself first. You know, find your way back. Find your way back to your soul. Find your way back to that innocence of yourself so that you can grow and you can start to see the goodness in people. Some of you become so angry that you cannot see the goodness in others. So this is a narrow path that you are on right now, a narrow path which requires you to experience joy and delight in your life as you are breaking trail on a very new path. And just allow yourself to let go of this anger, guys. Let it go and soften your heart in love. So, Scorpio, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. And if you have already, thank you so much. And let the great goddess within you rise up and let her rule. So take care, Scorpio. Until next time.